What happened to Blueface? The rapid rise and tumultuous fall of a viral sensation. In 2019, a rapper with an unusual flow suddenly took over the internet. His song, Thotiana, went viral, and Blueface quickly became one of the most talked about artists in hip-hop. But instead of music dominating the headlines, controversy started to take over. So what really happened to Blueface? The meteoric rise. Blueface, born Jonathan Jamal Porter in January 1997, emerged from Los Angeles, California, and burst onto the music scene with his distinctive off-kilter delivery and catchy hooks. His unique style set him apart from other artists, allowing him to cultivate a devoted online following almost overnight. When Thotiana dropped, it didn't just catch fire, it was an inferno. The track became an anthem of sorts, particularly in the realms of social media, where dance challenges and memes proliferated. The success of Thotiana was not merely a flash in the pan. It peaked at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 and solidified Blueface's presence in mainstream music. Collaborations with major artists followed, including a remix featuring Cardi B, which only increased his visibility. Blueface seemingly had everything going for him: youth, talent, and viral appeal. The controversies begin. However, with fame came scrutiny. Blueface's antics drew attention for reasons unrelated to his music. His lifestyle and public behavior often raised eyebrows. He became a polarizing figure, with many either loving his seemingly carefree attitude or criticizing him for irresponsible actions. One of the most notable controversies was his very public relationship with reality TV star Chrisean Rock. Their tumultuous and often volatile relationship became tabloid fodder, leading to a slew of headlines filled with domestic disputes, public altercations, and legal issues. Fans were glued to their screens, captivated by the drama that unfolded between the two. However, the situation raised serious questions about the normalization of toxic relationships, particularly in the entertainment industry. Additionally, Blueface often found himself in trouble with the law. In 2018, he was arrested on charges of gun possession, but this did little to tarnish his rising star. His escapades, from fights at clubs to a brawl with rapper Wack 100, suggested a lifestyle riddled with unpredictability. His inability to stay out of the headlines became a double-edged sword. While it kept him relevant, it also alienated many potential fans who were concerned about his choices. The reality show and more controversy. In a move that seemed to capitalize on his notoriety, Blueface starred in a reality show titled Blueface Bad Girls Club, which aimed to showcase his lifestyle and relationships. The show became an extension of the chaos that surrounded him, featuring dramatic confrontations and highlighting the ongoing issues in his personal life. Critics panned the show for glorifying unhealthy relationships and behaviors, while fans remained entertained, in a morbidly fascinated way. The reality show's existence posed a question. Was this a smart career move or a desperate gimmick? It felt both. While it kept Blueface in the public eye, many began to wonder about the sustainability of his brand. For every viral hit, there seemed to be a corresponding controversy undermining his credibility as an artist. The perception shifted from him being a comedic figure to one embroiled in troubling narratives filled with conflict. Struggles beyond the spotlight. While Blueface's public persona might have indicated a carefree life filled with parties and fame, the reality was much more complicated. Throughout his career, he faced pressures that came with rapid fame, mental health struggles, pressure to maintain his image, and the difficulty of navigating relationships in the public eye. In various interviews, Blueface addressed these challenges with a mix of humor and vulnerability. He explained how he grappled with fame, admitting that the constant scrutiny and chaos could be overwhelming. His candidness resonated with some fans, prompting discussions about the mental health issues faced by young stars. However, his struggles also made him more of a spectacle, raising more questions about whether he could sustain his career amid the tumult. The current landscape. Fast forward to today, and Blueface's presence in the music industry has waned compared to his explosive debut. He's still active but hasn't managed to replicate the success of Thotiana. The controversies overshadow his music, and with every new headline, it's as if the public is more interested in his personal life than in his artistic endeavors. Yet, even amid a fluctuating career, Blueface holds onto a sizable social media following, proving he still has a fan base eager for updates, even if they are more about his offstage antics than his onstage performances. His latest tracks receive mixed reviews. Some fans cry out for the return of the old Blueface, while critics argue he's fallen into the trap of trying too hard to remain relevant. A lesson in fame. Blueface's journey demonstrates both the fleeting nature of fame and the consequences of becoming a public figure under intense scrutiny. While his music initially captured the audience's attention, it was his life choices that ultimately dominated the narrative. The rapper's story serves as a cautionary tale for aspiring artists. Navigating fame requires not only talent but also careful consideration of personal choices. So, what happened to Blueface? In short, he is a complex figure who rose to fame on a viral wave, only to be met with controversies that continue to define his public persona. As he moves forward, it remains to be seen whether he can reclaim his place in the music scene or if he will forever be remembered as a cautionary example of how quickly one can rise, but just as quickly fall, from celebrity status.